Hey there, it's Debbie from my Vagabond Style. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining me. And if you're returning, I really appreciate you coming back to see what we're doing this week. So today is week 30 of the Margarete Miller Collage Challenge. And I have to tell you guys, this one I spent a lot of time on because I just couldn't get it to work. Let me go over the prompts real quick and then I'll end up telling you what I did here. So I'm doing a voiceover on this first part because I had like 25 minutes of me struggling and nobody wants to see that. So the prompts are something that lives in a forest, handwriting, barcode, a black and white photo, a math symbol, and instructions. So for me, the challenge was that there's only two prompts that are like actual pictures of something that I like to use as collage. So the handwriting, the barcode, the math symbol, the instructions, for me, that's just all like stuff in the background. So I thought I was going to do something in a forest, and I came up with butterflies and I came up with a fox and mushrooms and things like that, and it all sounds good, but with the images I had, it just didn't sit right with me. So I'm gonna fast forward this basically to where I ended up collaging the background with the prompts, most of those prompts, like the handwriting. You can see that I have the barcodes are in there. I have a math fraction from one of the background pages. I have instructions on how to bake something from a cookbook. I think that's it on those. Math symbol. Yeah. And then now I'm going to fast forward you to the point where I got the background done. So let me show you where we're going with this one. And I'm going to show you a picture on my phone. So here's my inspiration, and this is a gal on Etsy, and her Etsy store is Textured Home, and I really like this butterfly. So what I want to do is, I saw one of hers where she did like half of the butterfly, and so I'm going to put that something like that here, but this is more using like painted papers, it looks like, and I really want to use magazine images only. So I found another gal that I really think is great. Let me show you the other picture here. Where did I put? Here it is. Okay, now look at her magazine art. This gal is amazing. She did this from a picture, an actual photograph, and then you have to go to her website. I'll link it in the bottom. She's amazing. Her name is Morgan McCue, MCCUE, and I am definitely going to try something like this in the future, but right now this is just baby steps here. So with those kind of inspirations, I've come up with this butterfly. So I just drew out this butterfly on this graph paper, and then I also drew it on the back. The reason I'm drawing it on the back is that I want to be able to cut it if I'm off, if things go off this page here, whatever. I don't care. I don't need to make it go completely right at the edge. It can be cut from the back. So that's my thought on that. I found this butterfly that was in my fussy cut items, and I just cut it in half. The reason I did this is because I want to have something as a guide as far as like how to make the different partitions here. And then I also have ready to go is I want to use basically a color palette. So I went with this color palette here.
And what I did was I went through my magazines and tried to get close to the colors. So like I've got my blue here, and here's a darker blue as well. The colors aren't, my goal is not to match them identically, it's just to use this palette. So a variation of it. I'm going to use some of this right here for this green, and some of this here, maybe for the kind of turquoisey color here. And then this kind of sandish color, I've got this one here. I've got several different ones to choose from. I just went through my National Geographic and kind of did that. And then these whales are very close to, it doesn't even look like the same color here. But anyway, this color and this, it's actually more this color right here, but it's not coming across on my phone correctly. And this is these are much more vibrant colors when you look at them not on my phone. Anyway, you're gonna have to trust me on that. So there's another, and then this I thought maybe I could use for the body right here of the butterfly. So I am definitely gonna fast forward this, put some music on for you, and we'll see how it goes. Well, it was taking so long for me to get all these pieces together that I just stopped recording, and now I can show you where I'm at with this. This has been quite a learning experience. Like, it takes a lot of time to figure out what color you want and where you want everything. But I do want to go back to the background here, which has most of my prompts in it, because I've got the fractions or math symbol, which there'll be a little bit of that showing. I think it's only going to be like this 1/4 of something. And then I've got the barcode. So let's see what else. Instructions. I still have that. That's all going to be showing when I put this on here. I do think that I want to put a little bit of stenciling in the background. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to use this one. And let me get my blue ink. Just feel like I want to put a little something in the back to show. I'm not sure how much of this will actually show through, but we'll give it a whirl. I will be trying some more of this magazine style collage. I would like to try something like that gal McHugh does. I'm sure it takes years of practice to do something like that, but I think it'd be just kind of fun. All right, I think that's probably good. So I'm going to glue this on and then do a little bit of detailing. So I'll be right back. All right, it's finished. Let me raise the camera just a little bit. I hope you like it. I think it turned out pretty darn good. When I put the black, I just used a black Sharpie and I kind of outlined everything, and I like it. So the only other thing I have to do is, and it will be on the thumbnail, is I'm just going to write maybe, well, I'm not sure what I'm going to write, but I'm going to use some handwriting, and I will write some sort of inspirational something. I hope you enjoyed today's collage. This was a challenge, and I'm glad that it was, because it made me do something totally different. So I appreciate you watching my channel, and I hope that you will subscribe and ring that bell so that you can get notification when I put out a new video. Thanks so much for joining me today. Bye.